Hey, this is John Carlos, and I'm here with a look at the Star Wars Black Series action figure of PAPLOO, or PAPLOO, from Return of the Jedi. Because this is the 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi, they've released it on this vintage-looking packaging. One thing I just want to point out, who the hell is this on the packaging? That's not PAPLOO. That's PAPLOO, with the things on the headdress and the feathers and all this going on right here. Completely different Ewok. I don't know what's up with that. If someone in the comments knows, like, oh, well, they made PAPLOO figure like in 1984, and that's the packaging. It was a mistake then. It's a throwback. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. So, when Hasbro makes con-exclusive Star Wars stuff, if it's an individual figure, it'll come with a bunch of really cool accessories, and then later there'll be a regular release that doesn't come with all of those accessories. Or they'll do a box set, for example, of like Obi-Wan, Dr. Evazan, and Ponda Baba, and it came with like a Cantina bar top, and the regular releases were just the individual figures and no bar top. A few years ago, there was a Return of the Jedi box set of Endor, Luke, Han, Leia, a speeder bike, and PAPLOO. And they individually released Han, Luke, Leia. They already did the speeder bike, and the one figure I wanted from that was PAPLOO. And that was the one figure they didn't release. Until several years later. Until now. Now, thankfully because of the 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi, we have this figure. I wanted this figure so bad. I dig Ewoks. And this was the first Ewok that I think they made. Then, of course, they made Teebo and Wicket. But I always wanted them to come back to PAPLOO. PAPLOO is one of my favorites. Ever since I learned his name, because he's the one that steals the speeder bike in Return of the Jedi, I have friggin' loved this little guy. He's one of my faves. So happy they made him. Now, it is worth pointing out that parts of this figure are from the Teebo figure. And that is fine, because like there are all so many like generic Ewoks, like they're not very specific as far as the general design of like the fur and all that. So like the feet, these bottom part of the legs, but something has been tweaked. I know that because like the crotch sections are the same, but the cutoff joint is lower here and here it's higher. So there's definitely some repurposed stuff, but also new elements to the same elements. I don't know, I have to presume at this point in the game they are kind of sculpting these digitally, so maybe they can use that as a base and alter things. I don't know, I just want to point out that certain parts are repurposed but also different. Here's a look at his face. He's very teethy. The eyes look good, the hair paint looks good, the actual teeth look good. All the stuff, the doodads, the feathers and whatnot on his head look good. I'm really happy with his overall design, especially the belt. The belt looks nice, including the little daggery thing hanging off his side. And then he comes with his little staff. Here's just a close-up look at the little furry bit in the middle, and then, I don't know, here it is in a wide shot. Me, describing things that you're looking at. I really do hope Hasbro keeps the Ewok thing going. I think it took them just way too long to finally get around to making Ewoks. They've been making Black Series figures for so long. And if you're a fan of Return of the Jedi, or just Star Wars in general, I mean, I know some people grew up in an era where Ewoks were lame, but they've been making so many random, obscure figures and redoing the same, like clone troopers with like a different red line on them and stuff. And like the Ewoks are such a big part of the original trilogy. I just think it's silly that they waited so long to get to them. And now that they've started doing it, keep doing it, because these are really fun. Dig them a lot. Thanks for watching, everybody. Let me know in the comments what you think of this figure of PAPLOO, and if you want to be up to date with all my latest reviews, be sure to click subscribe.